Alright, I'm here in the BMW 330i. This is a E90 naturally aspirated 3-liter BMW, and we put a new rear differential in here and I changed the gearing on it. And this is a great mod because you can buy a complete differential from a junkyard for about $100. And why would you want to put a different differential in your car? It's one of the best mods for acceleration. At the racetrack, at the drag strip. Holy shit, this lady really ran the light. I almost died there. And that's what it's like driving in Southern California. So I might need the acceleration to out-accelerate crazy people like that. But moving on, we're going to get out to the road here. I'm going to tell you how great this differential is. First, second, and third gears all pull much harder than the stock 315 gear set, and that's what we're looking for. Now, the most interesting thing I found when I did a 60 to 100 test with this car is that with the stock long gear set, 60 to 100 could be completed just using third gear. Now it requires a shift from third to fourth. When I hit fourth gear with this rear end, it really dies. That is, the acceleration really falls off. It feels like you're hitting a wall. And so when I compared 60 to 100 between the 315 and the 364, I found that it was pretty close. And so that was a surprising result. I want to take it out here to a higher speed road to show you that it doesn't affect the drivability very much. So one of the nice things about BMW's inline six cars is they're so smooth. Everything on this car is so smooth. And it really has a nice pull. Now when we get up into the higher speed ranges, you can see, well, you can't see, you're not looking at my dashboard, but I can tell you that the RPMs are not too high for freeway cruising. Right at about 75 miles per hour, I am crossing 3,000 RPMs. And so this car is still very quiet on the highway, whereas a car like my S2000 is, very high in the RPM range on the freeway. Very buzzy car. But the gear set didn't affect this car too much. You might even consider going to a numerically higher gear set with this car because I see no disadvantage doing that. You're not going to be going 150 miles an hour in this car. You don't need that much speed on the track because we're only dealing with, I think, a 250 horsepower power plant in here. It's a very low horsepower car, but still a very fun car. I really like this car. It's inexpensive to buy, and it's not too bad to mod because there's a lot of them in the junkyard. So I can do this rear end mod, for $100, and that's great. Now, my rear end mod was a little bit more expensive because I swapped in a wave track differential, and that differential was $1,200. And with that differential, I had to buy new seals and some other parts to put everything together. But it was well worth it because now I can do burnouts. Now I can drift this car. And it's a very inexpensive car, and it does a lot of really great things, so I like that a lot. Now, the real test will come when I take it out to the track. I want to see how fast this thing can go around a racetrack because I really just don't know. I don't know what to expect from this car. It feels like a much tamer version of my E90 M3. Which is pretty cool because this thing costs, 1/5 the amount of my E90 M3. And so, if this turns out to be a great sports car, then it would make an interesting video because there's tons of these 330i's on Craigslist for not that much money. And it's just a great car. So yeah, as far as the differential is concerned, it is a great upgrade. It's only $100. You can go on eBay, order the differential, throw it in your manual 330i, and you have a faster accelerating car. And so I highly recommend it. It seems that my miles per gallon has not taken a big hit, and I've been stepping on the gas everywhere. I'm still going to be able to get over 300 miles on this tank. This is a very efficient car, and that's great. I really enjoy it. So overall, the differential mod is sort of a must-do on this car because it makes a good car a great car. So that's all I got for you guys. I'm heading home. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to check out my other videos. I post my finance videos on Friday, my toy videos on Tuesday, and I got some exciting stuff coming up, so go ahead and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and make sure that you enjoy your car.